last time on Prime for a Prime, we talked about the super awesome Stealth Force Optimus. This thing is so cool, and it's so different from like all the other Optimus Primes I've gotten. It's very different. And this episode for Prime for a Prime is also very different. So the budget, still about the same, a little over $10. I did kind of add a couple dollars in there just because I thought this would be very special and interesting. All the ones I've done so far have come from eBay, but this one actually comes from Big Bad Toy Store, and it's not even a full figure. On today's episode of Prime for a Prime, we are jumping from this to an upgrade kit. I have had several people ask me throughout the years, oh, are you going to get the upgrade kit for yada yada so and such, so on and so forth? No, I don't really do upgrade kits. I like figures just the way they are. However, on Big Bad Toy Store, I noticed they had this Fansproject Parallax Armor on a super deep clearance, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna check that out, because I have a spare version of the Classics Prime mold that is dying to look more unique than the other one I have, and I've always been curious about Fansproject stuff. They are the OGs. They are the original third-party company. Like Fansproject, their original upgrades for like Classics Rodimus and Ultra Magnus, they were the OGs. And I literally have never seen this one before in my life. I've never seen this. It's like this cool, souped-up Optimus Prime. He's got super boots, super gloves, new head sculpt, looking really interesting. I'm very excited to dig into this one. And of course, we have my Classics Prime on standby to give him the upgrade. And yeah, I want to get into this. I want to see what's going on with a third-party Fansproject upgrade kit. Now, like I said, I don't really do upgrades, because I'm usually pretty happy with the standard figure. Like, hollowness doesn't bug me enough. Like, usually the issues that, third-party upgrade kits fix aren't big enough issues to me. But this isn't like correcting a mistake. This isn't like fixing a figure. This is just totally changing your figure into something different. And I'm just very interested to see how this turns out. So apparently this set, you can actually like keep all these parts on your Classics Prime and still transform him like normally. I'm really hoping like unscrewing and like actual disassembly is not involved in this, because I didn't plan on that. I'm hoping you literally just like pop these pieces on. We'll find out. Looking at these instructions, seems like the pieces are just gonna attach. They're just gonna slot on. That's the vibe I'm getting here. Looks like everything just kind of slots on. I'm so excited. Like, should I be excited? I don't know. It seems interesting. It seems really interesting. Yeah, that looks wild, dude. I love Classics Prime. By far one of my favorite versions of G1 Optimus. And being able to transform one into a very, very different figure is something that's very exciting for me. I'm not gonna lie, looking at these instructions, I am not really processing what I'm looking at. So let's just get these parts out and see if I can figure it out that way. I gotta say, I love this clamshell packaging. Very bougie. Very interesting. And for starters, I gotta feel like this plastic. Like, that's good plastic. And look at that head sculpt. That's awesome. That is such an awesome sculpt for Optimus. Oh, dude, I can't wait to get this thing all built. So I saw on the box this came out in 2016. So I guess this thing's been sitting around for a while, and Big Bad Toy Store was like, yeah, we just need to get rid of these. We're done with it. So here I am, almost 10 years later, getting an upgrade kit for a toy that came out 10 years before this set came out. So definitely quite the odd journey on this one. Alright, so I've got all the parts and pieces laid out, and I would be lying if I said I understood everything I'm looking at. The instructions are definitely kind of difficult, especially since the parts aren't really labeled. Like, it's just, oh, this physical piece you don't really comprehend quite yet. Put it on like this. Yeah. I'm looking. We'll get through it. All right, so it looks to me that this is going to plug into the screw hole. I think that's the first thing we're doing. Yeah, there we go. Now he's got like new shoulder pads. Okay, there's one component done. Next up, we need this big thing, but we need to like untransform it because it seems like it's not in this configuration in the instructions. So, bear with me. Oh, so this whole thing's a separate piece. So we'll take this part and flip out that super awesome new head sculpt and get these like shoulder cannons on. Oh, I dropped it. All right, we have to prepare. We have to prepare our Optimus. We got to flip the head back. Also reminded me a lot of like that CGI video for the Ultra Magnus armor. It's kind of cool. If you haven't seen that, it's like a classic little animation. This drops on somehow. I'm going to tell you right now, these little tabs terrify me. I'm scared. It took me minutes to get the confidence to get this chest on. It took me minutes. Essentially, the front of the chest kind of, you know, slots into the windshield of Classics Prime, and those thin little tabs kind of like latch on to just bits of the plastic around the shoulders. Yeah, this is my first experience with a kit like this, and I don't know if you can tell, but I can tell. All right, I got these shoulder cannons slotted on. Even that was a bit of a chore. Next up, hopefully this will just be easy. We tab this onto the grill. This should be easy. We just put the new grill on the old grill. Like, does it just slot on? I see like lips and everything. Does it just... give me a minute. Alright, I got it on. The instructions low-key suck because the arrow is pointing at attaching the grill to that grill, but no, you attach the bumper to the bumper. Look, the instructions literally show, like, the arrow is by the grill. Like, the arrow is pointing from the grill to the grill, but no, it's the bumper you need to attach. Oh boy. I mean, so far this is looking really cool, but the instructions suck, and I need the instructions for this. How funny is this, though? It literally will just clip on. Boom. Those clip on just fine. And then for the hands, it seems like we use that transformation hole, and then we'll just kind of put it over somehow. But where does the hand go? Does it show where... Does the hand go inside the... No? So I've determined that those are just different hands. Those are just entirely different hands. They're hollow hands, and they've replaced them with these hands that can swivel. But I have to unscrew the old hands to get those hands on. So that's annoying. Oh yeah, here, look, it shows it in the footnote page that I guess they have new hands now and you have to unscrew that. That's annoying. Honestly, I would have rather just had the gloves that go over it. I would have liked the option, but I guess they just omitted the old hands. But we're getting there. We have we have these panels with a million different hinges and things going on them that we have to somehow turn into the feet. Oh boy. Slip into here somehow. Oh, actually went in pretty decently. Yeah. It's a little unsure on that connection, but it's connected. It's connected. Those extra, like, panels from the top turn into these pretty cool looking big guns. I actually kind of like that. I have unscrewed the hands. I have put the big hands on. And another interesting thing about these instructions, they don't even tell you what to do with these wheels. They don't even tell you. I am just assuming they tab over the old ones. I'm just assuming, yep, I'm correct. Yeah, they literally do not even tell you in the instructions what to do with those. So, Fans Project, I got a fan project for you. Make better instructions, for the love of God. But honestly, getting this thing all together, all built up, this is cool. I like getting out of my comfort zone when it comes to, like, collecting and everything every once in a while. It's not perfect, but... But I like it, question mark. I don't know. I'm not going to lie. Don't like it nearly as much as I expected to. It is very fragile, very finicky. A lot of the parts don't go on too great. I do like the look, though. Like, the head sculpt on this is awesome. I love the angles. I love the, like, Vulcan cannons on the side. It's a very great sculpt. Articulation's essentially going to be the same. Obviously, he's got like a nice ball joint at the head now. He does have ankle pivots. This arm just does not stay on. He does have wrist swivels, thanks to having to unscrew the original hands. And he's got some, finger articulation. You can move these shoulder cannons around. You can move these shoulder cannons around. It's neat. It's neat. But I'm not vibing like I expected to. I'm really not. All right, I reckon the last thing we really have to do is transform this thing, and I am not gonna lie, I'm absolutely dreading this. I am dreading transforming this thing, but we're gonna go ahead and do it. We're gonna go ahead and get this done. All right, I've got the instructions right here. Well, we're gonna see how this goes. Yeah, just go ahead and pop off. You suck. You're not even gonna stay on. Oh, wow, the gun is attached into the hand better than the hand is attached to the arm. What do you know? I'm sorry if I'm, pessimistic in this video, but this thing's just annoying. It's so annoying. Oh, geez. All right, so we're gonna take these shoulder cannons off. These have to come off. That's okay, I guess. All right, come on. Oh, there goes the hand. Wrist-firing rocket launcher hands. Oh, Jesus. All right, so flip this and get these panels flipped over. And done. Yeah, I genuinely did not have the energy, the will, the ability to show this transformation because it was something. I really hate that this was a very frustrating experience for me, but it was. This was a very frustrating experience. It's just not very well put together in a lot of ways. The hands, those stupid annoying hands, literally just hang off on the side. All that worry about those, and they just look awful in the vehicle mode. I do have to give it credit, though. I do think the legs attach a little bit more firm. As I was transforming it, I felt an extra click into the feet as they just kept falling off. So maybe the feet attach a little bit better than I thought. This is a good vehicle mode. It is neat. It is cool. Has a lot of heft, a lot of substance. I am definitely going to keep my Classics Prime with this armor on because at the end of the day, it's still cool and I still like it. But as someone who's very unfamiliar with these third-party upgrade kits, stuff like that, this was a frustrating experience. I'm sure as I get along, mess with this guy a little bit more, I'll understand some of the quirks and nuances, but as someone who's never really done a third-party upgrade kit like this, oh boy. There's a Breaking Benjamin song that came out around the same time as this guy called Never Again. And that song, just the lyrics, were just popping in my head as I was transforming this thing. It's probably never going to be in this alt mode again, that much I can say. But I think I've had my experience with a third-party upgrade kit, and I'm happy I did, because I still like branching out. I still like doing cool, unique things in my toy collection, experiencing new things, and this is very new for me. This is super new. But I just wish it was better. The instructions are a literal nightmare. They are so hard to follow. As someone who's built very advanced gunpla kits, I know how to follow hard instructions. These are on a whole other level of vague. But hey, at the end of the day, if you want to upgrade a Classics Prime, if you got one spare, this is a cool option. It's a cool option. And for this Prime for a Prime, here you go. Here you go. We have our Fansproject Parallax Armor on a Classics Prime. I'm about done, dude. I'm about done. The footage length on this is insane compared to the actual length of the video. This is how much raw footage this has. And I didn't even record all of the process for this thing. I wanted this to be a quick little video, and it just absolutely turned into something else entirely. Alrighty, guys, thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. Do you think it's a cool third-party upgrade kit, or did I pick a really terrible, finicky, poorly designed one as my first and potentially only upgrade kit? Let me know down in the comments below. A special shout out to channel members as always. Thank you all so much for the continued support. And remember, the Prime for a Prime happens because of you guys. The ad revenues and any contributions you want to make contribute to the budget for the next Prime for a Prime. Alrighty, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.